which really shocked me. It's not just matching the Apple Watch, the Helio is exceeding the Apple Watch. I tested the Helio Strap for 7 days against the WHOOP MG, the Apple Watch Ultra 3, and the Polar chest strap. Before you buy any wearable whatsoever, please watch this video. Helio did something totally unexpected. I'm gonna give you some definitive answers today. Let's hop into it. First of all, if you care about these type of videos, I test all fitness trackers every week and I help you make better buying decisions. These videos cost a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of effort to make. So if you get any type of value out of it, please like and subscribe, join the family, you will love it. Okay, let's dive straight into it. I tested the Helio Strap for 7 days straight, back to back. I have some serious thoughts. I compared it directly to the WHOOP MG, to the Apple Watch Ultra 3, and to the Polar chest strap. And I used the Apple Watch Ultra 3 data on Athletic app and Bevel app. I have it all. No sponsors today, no bias, only real data. Here is the honest truth. Helio Strap is not for professionals, but for its price, it's doing unbelievably well. Okay, let's dive into the pros first. What do I like about it? Last time we reviewed it, we found out that the battery life was 11 days. Let's retest that and see if they are improving or not, or staying the same. I fully charged it at 100% in the 18th of November. It was around 3:35 in the afternoon. Let's check it right now. If we go to device, it's now after 9 days, almost 19%. We are at 4:35 at 27th. From the 18th, 3:35 p.m. to the 27th, 4:35 p.m. How many hours is that? That's 217 hours. So if we did some quick math, we lost 100 minus 19. We lost 81% over 9 days, 217 hours. So in 1 hour, we are losing 2.67%. So if we multiply that by 100, we would take 267.9 hours to completely get the device killed. That's over 24. That's still 11.16 days of battery life. Amazing stuff. It still holds up to the last review. Almost perfect. So first point I like, battery life, amazing. On to the second point, which really shocked me. Let's talk heart rate accuracy during training. As we all know, the Polar chest strap is the gold standard in monitoring that. So I compared the data to the Polar chest strap and the Apple Watch Ultra 3. I couldn't get the WHOOP's data out of the app. I don't know, it feels sus why they are restricting not exporting the data. The Apple Watch exporting stuff is tricky. I use third-party apps, but on the WHOOP they don't allow that. So we have data on the Apple Watch Ultra, we have data on the Helio Strap, and we have data from the Polar chest strap. I did some cycling work, weight training work, Stairmasters work, elliptical work, everything. Let's take a couple of exercises as examples. Here we have a cycling workout on the 24th of November. As you can see, the Helio Strap is the blue one. It's almost matching. All the devices are completely agreeable on everything. I noticed some small tweaking on the Helio. It likes to smooth the data more than the Apple Watch Ultra and the Polar chest strap. They don't smooth out anything. The Helio, as you can see here, it's smoothing the data, and here it's smoothing the data as well. But to me, this is almost perfect. They are all agreeing on everything. If we take a closer look on the data itself, let's see the correlation between the Polar and the Apple Watch. As you can see, if they are completely matching, they would have perfect solid line like that. It's almost like that with the Apple Watch. As you can see, the correlation is 0.993. For reference, anything over 0.9 is almost amazing, and the Apple Watch is the best at that. Now, what shocked me, as you can see, the Helio, it's doing exactly the same like the Apple Watch, a solid line, like almost matching, and the correlation is almost the same. It's exactly the same, 0.993. We cannot get more than one. One is perfect. So 0.993 is amazing. If we take a look at another cycling workout, we have here, again, the same minor notices I found is the Helio is likely smoothing the data here and here as well, but it's almost matching to the T. As you can see here, almost perfect. If we take a closer look on the graph itself, as you can see here, the Apple Watch and the Polar chest strap are almost agreeing. Solid line in the middle, slight points off the chart here and here, but nothing major. And the correlation again, 0.992. Now, what shocked me, it's not just matching the Apple Watch, the Helio is exceeding the Apple Watch. It's even more accurate in this one, 0.996. It's crazy good. And as you can see, a solid line, almost matching. Everything's amazing. The Helio strap for cycling outside is perfect. Okay, let's go to some strength training exercises. We have here a strength training workout on the 26th of November. As you can see, all the devices are almost matching. Helio is doing an amazing job as the blue line, as you can see, it's almost a replica of the Polar and the Apple Watch. It's crazy good. Maybe some minor peaks here the Helio didn't get, but overall, I would take this in a heartbeat. If you see here as well, the Apple Watch are typically amazing in this stuff. Almost perfect, a solid line. Correlation is 0.971. Amazing. Apple Watch is the gold standard in this, after the Polar chest strap. So when we go to the Helio, I found that it's good, amazing, but not perfect as the cycling. As you can see, the data is starting to go a little further from the line, as you can see, and the correlation is now 0.904. Still above 0.9, it's amazing. We cannot get any more than 1, but here it's lacking behind the Apple Watch. Personally, I think it's the algorithm. The Apple Watch has the best algorithms in the business, so they can't match that. But it's amazing for what it does, and for its price, it's unbeatable. If we take another strength training example, we have here, again, almost matching to the T, as you can see. Only one peak, it went crazy here without the other two. If we take a closer look, you can see the Apple Watch with the Polar mostly agreeing, and the correlation is 0.919. Again, amazing. Here, the Helio strap wasn't doing amazing as I wanted it to be. The correlation here was 0.809. Again, more than good enough, but comparing to the Apple Watch, it's not consistent. As you can see, a lot of points all over the place, not close to the line in the middle, but again, close to the 0.9 mark, not bad. So according to me and my exercises, it's amazing for cycling, but for strength training, it's good enough, not the best. If you are a beginner and this is your first device, it's more than good enough. It's amazing, especially for the price. Okay, on to the next section, which is the recovery part. Let's start with sleep stages and sleep duration. As we all know, the Apple Watch is the king in that as well. I start and stop the sleep manually with the don't disturb mode, so I know it's accurate in the duration, and the algorithms in the deep sleep and the REM sleep is the best. Everybody knows that on the Apple Watch. So we would be comparing that, the WHOOP MG and the Helio strap, to the Apple Watch Ultra 3. As you can see, we have 5 nights of data. If we take a closer look here, I noticed the Helio strap is almost always guessing more total sleep than the Apple Watch and the WHOOP. As you can see, the first night, it was 7 hours and 37 minutes on the Apple Watch. The WHOOP was exactly the same. As you can see, the variance here, but the Helio was giving me extra 17 minutes. The same here in the second night. As you can see, total sleep duration was 8 hours and 29 minutes. The WHOOP was behind 5 minutes, but the Helio strap was giving me again 27 minutes extra. So the variance in the total sleep duration is big. The Helio is far off from the truth, but surprisingly, that's only in the total sleep. In the REM and the deep sleep, Helio strap is the good one and the WHOOP is the off one. As you can see here, the deep sleep in the first night was 1 hour. The variance with the Helio strap was just 9 minutes difference, but the WHOOP was totally off, 17 minutes difference in the deep sleep, which is totally a mess. And the REM sleep as well, we found it's typically the same, 1 hour and 13 minutes. On the Apple Watch, the variance in the Helio was 13 minutes behind, and the WHOOP is again so bad in that it was giving me an extra 14 minutes in the REM sleep, which is totally not accurate. You will find these patterns again doing the same in the later nights. the Whoop and the Apple Watch are agreeing on the total duration of sleep. The Helio is off, but in the REM sleep and the deep sleep, the Whoop is off and the Helio is closer to the Apple Watch. Take a screenshot of this screen and see for yourself what I'm saying. So if we can summarize it, the Apple Watch is amazing for sleep. The Whoop is not good. The sleep duration is okay, but sleep stages is totally a mess. Helio is usable, not bad, but there's a lot of room for improvement. So if I'm just buying for sleep, I would get the Helio over the Whoop. That's how good it is. Okay, on to the next point, which is recovery data, the resting heart rate, and the resting HRV. If we take a look here, as you can see, we have almost 7 nights of data. As we all know, in the resting HRV and the resting RHR, the Whoop is king. So let's compare to that the Apple Watch and the Helio Strap. When my resting HRV was 157, the athletic app, which is Apple Watch, is 152, which is good enough. As you can see, Helio HRV was not far off, 139. Again, the same trend goes on the second night, 146 on both of them, but Helio is 134. It's almost always 10% lower, but the same trend. As you can see, here as well, here as well. If we take a look at the trend, as you can see, they are all matching. You can take it as a baseline, but the exact number would be a little bit different, but totally usable. As you can see from afar off, you can use the baseline going up and down. You can count on it. Again, in the RHR department, when the Whoop RHR and Athletic RHR, which is the Apple Watch RHR, they are always matching, and the Helio is always matching them. As you can see here, 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 it's almost perfect. They are all agreeing on the resting heart rate. That's amazing. And if we see the trend, again, it's even better than the HRV. It's almost matching in the RHR, which is amazing. So conclusion time, for recovery, you can totally rely on the Helio Strap. It's doing as well as the Whoop MG and the Apple Watch in that department. It's amazing. So let's recap so far. What I would rely on for sleep, Apple Watch, then the Helio, then the Whoop MG. What I would rely on in the resting heart rate and recovery, I would rely on the Whoop, the Helio, and the Apple Watch in the same tier, the second next to the Whoops, which is amazing. Okay, on to the next pro I like. They finally allowed Apple Sync. You can sync all the data from the Helio Strap to Apple Health now, resting heart rate and HRV, and especially the resting HRV, you cannot do that on the Whoop MG or the Oura Ring. Only the Helio Strap and the Apple Watch can write the resting HRV in Apple Health. And funny enough, the Ultra Human Ring as well, which is odd. But from the known devices, only the Apple Watch Ultra so far and the Helio Strap and the Ultra Human Ring can only write to Apple Health in the resting HRV. I was so shocked that the Whoop MG and the Oura Ring cannot write HRV in Apple Health. I don't know why, but it is what it is. I was shocked when I found that. Okay, what else do I like? The bicep strap is so comfy and so accurate, as you saw in the accuracy in the heart rate during training. Also, I love that on the Zip app, you can really open any exercise and see all the data gathered, and you can export the data outside, which is a messy job on the Apple Watch. You have to use third-party apps for that. You cannot do it from Apple Health. And on the Whoop MG, they don't even allow that, which is sus. They don't give you your own data to study outside of the app. I tried from the Whoop app, I tried from the web app. I cannot export my data outside of Whoop. And I also love that the Zip app is so easy to understand and maneuver. It's so amazing and simple. Everybody would understand it, which is a good thing. Okay, that's about it. Let's go to the cons. What did I not like about it? First of all, terrible auto detection in the workouts. Disable this feature immediately. Workout detection, disable it at once. As you can see, off right now, because if you go to the workouts, as you can see here, activities, you would always see activity. I didn't do any training. I'm only driving or going up the stairs or going on an elevator or an escalator. It's gathering activity data based on that and strain data which is inaccurate. So don't enable the workout detection. Also, I hate that it doesn't allow importing the workouts from the Apple Health. It only allows writing to Apple Health. It doesn't import, which is the second con. You have to start and stop the workouts manually inside the Zip app. So if you're working out, you have to start the workout on the Apple Watch and on the Zip app for the Helio Strap, which is a no-go for me. I hate that. It doesn't do what Aura and WHOOP does. It detects what you start and stop on the Apple Watch automatically. I wish they do that in the future. For now, you have to start all the workouts in the Helio app, which is called the Zip app, as well as the Apple Watch itself. Also, I found that the biocharge metric, which is the recovery metric, is always optimistic. It gives me higher scores, but all the recovery scores on all the wearables depends only on how long you wear them. I only trust my recovery scores on the Apple Watch and the WHOOP because I have been wearing them for over 4 years. So they know my bad days and good days and they compare to that. Any new device I get, they are comparing to only 2 months, 3 months, so they are giving me too optimistic recovery scores. So now you have to just rely on the resting heart rate and the resting HRV to calculate your own score. Until you wear it long enough, then you can trust the recovery score. Okay, the final verdict. For its price, it's amazing. It gives you 80% of all you need for 20% of the price. It's killer. If you didn't buy anything else, if you don't have any other wearable, get this one. It's the best one with no screen. It gets you everything with minimum price entry. Only $100 and you're good to go. No subscriptions, no nothing. You're golden. If you are a beginner with zero devices, zero expectations, zero knowledge about your own data, this is the best device to start with. It's not perfect, but it's more than good enough for beginners. The Helio Strap is amazing for the price. But if you already own the WHOOP, the Aura, or the Apple Watch, don't get it. If you have an Apple Watch and you are new to the gym, get the Aura Ring. If you have an Apple Watch and you are a serious athlete, get the WHOOP MG, but don't get the Helio if you already have anything else. It will feel like a downgrade. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe if it gave you any verdict and it helped you make a better decision. Now go watch this video. I will be comparing the Aura Ring versus the WHOOP MG versus the Apple Watch. You don't want to miss this one. Go watch.
And she been calling me daddy lately. Want me to put her in Cartiers, and the bitch deserve it. Put in work for the money she earn it. Give me top every night, lip service.